Ironbridge is approached by steep, narrow roads, but give a good view over the gorge, as this next little video segment clearly illustrates.
Any room I get a coach through there, or just did. Okay, so what we've got to do, we're going to go back on ourselves. I can't do a direct left, so we're going to do a little loopy-loo around this roundabout. And directly in front of us, that is down into the centre of Ironbridge.
Yeah.
Well, hello folks. There's a lot of people about, so this isn't going to be easy. But we have a coach driver who thinks outside of the box today.
Is that the one where the church is present?
And on our way to Abermaw for our holiday, he decided that motorway service stations are not the best of places to have lunch. So we've made a little diversion, and I'm very pleased to say we've ended up in Ironbridge. And I'm standing outside of the Ironbridge toll house, just about to walk across the famous Ironbridge. Like I say, I don't think you won't get much of a commentary on this because there's too many people about. But we'll just walk up to the sign to the Ironbridge. Opened in 1781, built by Abraham Darby. The Ironbridge Gorge, of course, carved out by the River Severn, and ironically it's also the top end of the Severn Valley Railway. As it made its way up, it's preserved between Kidderminster and Bridgnorth, but it came north of Bridgnorth and went up through here, and I'm standing looking at the old track bed as it headed up towards Much Wenlock and then on to Shrewsbury. Sorry folks, wishful thinking. How about that? Oh. I'll explain more later. And this really is history, folks. I don't know if that's a black swan down there. I'm going to try and zoom in and see what those birds are. Someone else took a photograph of it. Black swan. Yes, I know that's a swan. It had gone round the corner here, but it had a white patch at the front of its beak. Better angle on it. There. And keep an eye out for the strange coloured beak of that white swan down there. Puzzling. There's a swan. A couple of other little birds there, don't know what they are. Cygnets maybe. Oh well. But that's looking down towards the centre of Ironbridge. We'll take a walk down there in a minute.
Yeah, if I'm going up something steep, I do struggle a little bit. But cycling's a hell of a lot faster than walking, so it's over quicker. You know. I just don't do stairs very well.
There are people who want to reinstate that railway line. Anybody want to hire a canoe? Probably the longest river in England, the Severn. And there it flows south towards the Bristol Channel. Well, this bridge long since confined to pedestrians only. Living history. I like that.
Got your wet coat on?
Thank you for serving me.
Well, I don't suppose I should come to Ironbridge without trying the pork pie, so I guess I'll get one in a minute. There we are, and the Ironbridge pork pie, which I'm now about to eat. There's a lovely smell down here, lots of different plants, shrubs, and I'm coming down here to get better view of the bridge as I walk down. Now, a verdict on the pie. Well, tasty, yes, definitely. Maybe not quite the best filling I've ever had, but the pastry, once you've nearly broken your tooth getting in the top of it, excellent pastry, best tasting I've ever had, and the jelly, ooh, lovely. But you end up, the pie gives you a kick. It's definitely got lots of pepper in there. So, overall, yes, definitely, probably the best pie I've had up to date, taking everything into consideration. And I do like a good pork pie. But anyway, there's the bridge. And they say the Ironbridge Gorge was the home of the Industrial Revolution. And I can quite believe it. Let's take a closer look at its construction here. There are some of these modern trappings, but look at what remains. Now you can see why they don't allow traffic over it. There's bits of deterioration visible there, although obviously a close eye is kept on it. But when you think of it, very, very simple construction, but designed to take all the weight. Sometimes the old simple things are the best, aren't they? And I'm so glad this chap brought us here. Somewhere I've been wanting to go for a long, long time. So there we are. We've been over the bridge, we've been under the bridge, and we've had a look at it. And now I'll go and see if there's anything else worth recording. Severn Bank. Ooh. There's some old stuff around here and there. My word. I'm not going to climb all of it, but wow. I'm glad I turn around house, yes. I am going to turn around and go back. Getting out of breath very easily just lately for some reason. So, oh, look at the shape on that corner. I'm just taking it easy. But, don't go running down those steps in a hurry after a Friday night in the pub. You could end up in Gloucester. This is lovely, it really is. Absolutely lovely. That's probably as far as I want to go. Too many cars down that end. I'm going to turn around and see what I can find elsewhere. Just as you revel in the Englishness of it all, we come across the Pondicherry Indian restaurant. No disrespect to the hard-working folk, there's always got to be one, isn't there? But what I'm looking for is the looking for the remains of the old Bedlam furnaces and forge, and somehow I don't think that's it. I think it's up there. So we'll go back. Just look how everything is uphill and steep. Ooh, lovely little roses. Actually, this might be an Indian restaurant, but it's in one of the historic older buildings, so it's quite well situated. And I think I've seen the remains. I think that's them up there. But I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And the church clock tells everybody it's 1400 hours or 2 o'clock PM, old money. Oh, excuse me. Just thought before we leave I'd take a last look across the other side. There's no way you'll get me living here. I get out of breath after going up a couple of steps now. It really is a fascinating place for anyone interested in industrial archaeology, industrial history. Do come, pay a visit. Anyhow, that's an interesting one. Darcy's at the station. Now, the track bed of the railway line is below me and behind me. Unfortunately, it isn't. But I'm wondering if this car park has been built on the site of the old station. It has indeed. An interesting thought. And with that, we'll get back to the coach and head on towards Abermaw. which is about another 2.5 hours drive from here. So we'll see you by the seaside. And just for you railway enthusiasts out there, I'm sorry it's a bit blurred, but it's so difficult taking video through a coach window. And just a couple of little clips of the western end of the Welshpool and Llanbrire Light Railway. You'll notice the foreign type coaches they have there, which makes it just that little bit different.
Time we had that, it's been 2 years. Get on to it. Or get on to a car.